Joining me now, Taylor Riggs, co-host of The Big Money Show, right here on Fabulous Fox Biz. Steve Forbes, the great Steve Forbes, Forbes Media Chairman and Editor-in-Chief, and Gerri Willis, Fox Business Correspondent. Gerri, we didn't solo you today, but what were we up, almost 600 points?
Yeah,
where are we in this thing?
Yeah, we were up 500 and change on the Dow. It was 1% plus for every index. It was a massive move. It was a move on a day that people expected just the opposite because of the jobs report. Market loved the jobs report. It hit on all cylinders. The top line, 177,000 jobs, expecting far less. We got a really strong report there. And if the devil's in the details, let me just give you a couple of details. For example, we saw 29,000 additional jobs in transportation and warehousing. Where do you think that people thought the economy would be cut? Warehousing, because of tariffs, right? Didn't happen. And guess what? We saw shares of FedEx go up 5% today. So it's an interesting what's going on here. Crude oil below 60 bucks a barrel. We're hitting on all cylinders here. We might just want to pull the plug on the market this year right now and stop as it is.
Taylor, the Bears are running for the hills. That's all. They can't get there fast enough. They're going in their Porsches and their Rolls-Royce Bentleys, and they're running for the hills, the Bears. It's a rout.
I love this. So this was the best Friday.
They're Lamborghinis. Because it was the hedge fund guys who were the most bearish, touting their book every chance they got. And when, I don't mean to interrupt your narrative, but when the report came out in the financial section of the Wall Street Journal, retail was buying on the way down. It was the hedgies who lost their shirts.
Oh, don't we all feel so bad?
They need a little God, you know? They won't take it, but they could use it. Now, please, this is an unbelievable story.
It is. So, look, this is the best Friday reaction to a jobs report that we've gotten in 2 years. This is the longest winning streak since 2004 and the best winning streak in that 9 days, up more than 10%, as you mentioned in the riff, ever for the S&P 500. I love that I quoted this, that the S&P was at 5671 the minute the market closed on Liberation Day, and we are well above that. So if you had just stayed the course, had a little faith that, yes, tariffs were going to be a little bit rocky, but it's economic Armageddon that we kept talking about, certainly, at least for now, has not come to fruition. When we think about the markets and jobs day, I woke up this morning, I saw the numbers come in, and I thought, this feels like American exceptionalism is back, in the sense that it doesn't mean that things can't get worse. Doesn't mean the market doesn't fall on Monday, or that jobs might not be lost in the future. But we came into Liberation Day underestimating the resiliency of the smart CEOs who said, I'll figure it out. Apple, Tim Cook is one of the ones who said originally 80 to 90% of the iPhones are made in China. 50% are now in India and Vietnam for what the U.S. consumer buys. He wants to get that to 100% by the end of next year.
And Trump's giving him a break for the rest of it.
And so this
almost
is
like a credit.
Yeah, so a CEO who is looking at the situation and saying, how do I rely on the American consumer, the best minds, the best technology we have to pivot and to figure it out, and we might survive this thing.
You know, on all that, from Taylor's narrative, Steve Forbes, it's interesting. We'll come to the central bank, as we always must, in their $2.5 billion monstrosity that they're building that Elon Musk should take down. But I'm more interested. They have a meeting, I think it's next week.
Yes.
May next week. I don't think they're going to cut next week. They should, but they won't. But here's the thing. What you've got here is good growth and no inflation. Good growth, no inflation. The Fed would argue good growth, high inflation, tighten policy. You would argue growth spurs no inflation, and the Fed should stay out of the way. So the challenge is going to be to see whether Jay Powell and his pals can adjust to some of the new realities that are going on. You basically got a supply-side economy run by a supply-side president who, yes, has a lot of faith in God, and which is anti-inflationary and pro-growth and pro-wages and pro-profits. That's what's happening here. That's what the early days are showing us.
Well, and that's why the next 100 days are going to even be more important than the first 100, because we got the tax bill coming, got the Fed you're going to have to face down, tariff deals hopefully coming down the pike pretty soon. And what you see now in Ukraine, he's woken up that Putin is playing games with us. And I think he's waking up that the mullahs are playing games with us. So I think we're going to see a good foreign policy in the next 100 days. So that gets things back on track.
How about the minerals deal? The minerals deal, maybe I should put the minerals deal in there.
Minerals deal is quite good. It shows that America's going to be there. And if we back that up with a good thing of helping the Ukrainians out with some weaponry, that gets Putin's attention more than sanctions will.
You know what else?
You could get a good deal there.
Super sanctions, secondary sanctions on Iranian oil. Terrific stuff. Pounding China. We'll probably talk about this later in the show with the expert.
But the problem with the Fed is they don't know what to do. The Phillips curve is not working, and so they're going to probably just sit in their hands and just wonder what they do next. And they don't realize price rises that come from tariffs they can't do anything about. So leave the interest rates out of it. And they're still shocking that short-term interest rates are still higher than the 10-year bond and the 30-year, almost the 30-year bond, not quite, but almost. And that shows the markets are still skewed. So get out of the way. And I don't think Jay Powell and his people there know how to do it. One of their governors gave a speech the other day, Kudlow, I think it was, Dr. Kudlow, Adriana Kudlow. She talked about the Phillips curve and inflationary, lovingly, and inflationary expectations.
See, I don't want
and stuff
faith
like
in
that.
The Phillips curve. I want faith in a higher power. The Phillips curve is not my higher power, in case you weren't watching.
It's the work of the devil.
Yes, thank you for that. By the way, that is exactly right. You nailed it. Gerri Willis, household employment, which many of us think is a very important measure, that's where the unemployment rate comes from, was up 436,000. 436,000.
People getting up off the couch, and they're getting into the workforce.
The civilian labor force increased by 518,000, speaking of getting off the couch and going back to work. And our pal Joe Livornia points out another decline in federal payrolls, 9,000 decline in federal payrolls, the fourth consecutive monthly drop. This is the reprivatization of the economy that Scott Besson talks a lot about. And another one gets you to react to from Joe Livornia. In the household employment, native-born, now follow me, native-born workers increased a massive 1.042 million. 1 million plus in native-born workers, while employment of foreign-born workers fell 410,000. Now, Wall Street has been telling us, these brilliant hedge fund guys, we've got to have 15 million illegals to take the menial jobs and be the maids of the hedge fund people, and maybe their drivers or can get a license. Wrong. Look what's happening here. The border is secure and safe, and now the foreign-born jobs are going down 400,000, and the household, domestic, native-born people up 1 million. Up 1 million in the 1 month? That's extraordinary.
It is extraordinary. And it just goes to show you, like, how very wrong common perceptions were about what's going on in this country. Taylor mentioned this in her fine show today, these very numbers that you're describing right now. And I love seeing people get back to work, because having a job, being employed, it orders your life, right? It gets everything done. It improves your life. It makes you invest. It makes you buy a house. It makes you have children. I mean, it is a solution.
David Bahnsen and I talk about this all the time. Work is godly.
Dignity. There's dignity in work.
That's it.
You know what else stood out to me as well?
Real quick. They're yelling at me already.
Hours worked.
We're just starting out.
Hours worked went up. If I'm a CEO and I'm worried about how much I'm going to pay you, I'm going to cut your hours. Your hours increased.
Terrific. The tariff scare, it's kind of reminds me of Y2K, that scare, which turned out to be absolutely nothing. If people can remember Y2K at the turn of the century. I was alive then. Thank you, Gerri Willis, Steve Forbes, and Taylor Riggs. We appreciate it. What a bullish Friday. Be sure to catch Taylor with her co-hosts Brian Brenberg and Dagan McDowell and Jackie DeAngelis on The Big Money Show. Weekdays, noon to 2 p.m. Eastern, right here on Fabulous Fox Business.